It's time for basketball, and Uber Eats is dropping deals on game day favorites to keep you locked in on the action. Like when you're craving a buzzer beater, but also buffalo wings. Or when an upset makes you want to ugly cry into a pizza. And right now, Uber Eats has game day deals from Burger King, Buffalo Wild Wings, KFC, and hundreds more local favorites. So you can keep your eyes on the ball and your hands on a burger. Order now, only on Uber Eats. Product availability varies by region. See app for details.
Does it ever feel like you're a marketing professional just speaking into the void? Well, with LinkedIn ads, you can know you're reaching the right decision makers. You can even target buyers by job title, industry, company, seniority, skills. Wait, did I say job title yet? Get started today and see how you can avoid the void and reach the right buyers with LinkedIn ads. We'll even give you a $100 credit on your next campaign. Get started at linkedin.com/results. Terms and conditions apply.
Hello and welcome to I Talk to Ghosts. I'm your haunted host, Jennifer, a professional medium. Thank you for joining me this evening in my spirit parlor as we talk about all things metaphysical. Tonight, I want to discuss with you how to prep and prepare for a spirit reading. Now, I am coming at this from the perspective of someone who's going to have a reading, not someone who is the actual medium. And I've actually been meaning to cover this topic for quite a while because there are some things that you can definitely do to have the best medium reading possible, whether that reading is with me as your medium or if you happen to have a reading from any other psychic medium or spirit medium in the future. So bookmark this episode if you ever plan on having a reading. Oftentimes, when someone has a reading, they think that they are just coming in and witnessing what is going on, but know that you are an integral part of having a successful reading and a successful connection. I often think of what we are doing as building energy and connection with each other between you and me and the spirit world and the spirit world and you. Think of it as this trust triangle. You have to trust me. You have to trust yourself. I have to trust you. I have to trust myself. I have to trust the spirit world. And you have to trust the spirit world too. And when all of those things come together, we can blend so well energetically and spiritually with love that this is where the beauty is. This is where the love and the magic are. And this is what makes a great medium session. So I never want you to feel like you're powerless or just a spectator in your reading. I want to discuss ways that you can prepare yourself for your reading and to check in with yourself to make sure that you have the right mindset, you're bringing the right energy, and also the right expectations as to what you may experience. So let's say you have decided to book a spirit reading with a medium with the intention of connecting with a departed friend or relative. Most likely, you put in a lot of time and research into user reviews and maybe even word of mouth to determine your medium of choice. And that is very understandable. This is going to be a very personal experience for you, probably very emotional. And you're putting a lot of trust and faith in someone to help you connect and heal from a loss. But from there, don't feel like everything is in the hands of the medium themselves. It is a much more complicated, interwoven experience than just the medium and how the medium works and how talented your medium is. I want to tell you this, you are an important component in your reading. So here are some of the most important things to bring to your medium reading in order to have a successful and perhaps life-changing experience. Number 1, commit to the experience. During your spirit reading session, you can be distracted by doubts or self-judgments like, Was this a mistake, a waste of money? Do I look stupid doing this? Or you can commit to your decision. Okay, you are here for a reason. Most likely, this has called to you in your heart and the core of your being. You were moved to have this reading, so commit to it. Relax into the experience, be present, clear-minded and attentive, and enjoy the remarkable moments that are about to unfold for you. Do not bring your doubts and your fears and your self-judgments with you to your reading. So think about all of that beforehand so it doesn't sneak up on you in the moment and take you by surprise. Number 2, for having a good reading, be a good sitter. Now, since you are having a reading done, your role is that of the sitter, and you want to be a good sitter. Mediums are empathetic. They aren't just picking up on the subtle energy of the spirit realm. You are coming in loud and clear too. Your session is not an exclusive two-way conversation between the medium and the departed. As the sitter, you are the connection. It's your presence, energy, and intent that are bringing the spirits close. So be a good, clear, metaphysical telephone for your medium. Don't offer a connection with frayed wires and low batteries. And I'll talk about this more in a moment. Additionally, be a good host. Your medium would not be connecting with these spirits if it were not for your desire to do so. If you recognize the person speaking with the medium, don't clam up. Get engaged. Your session will be more fulfilling. I often compare it to being a dinner party and you're seated at the table. If your relatives are showing up to talk to you, they want to be engaged. They want to feel your energy. They want you to lean in and feel that your energy is also blending with them. So don't be afraid to lean into the communication. Also, remain engaged if you don't recognize the spirit coming through or know little about them, like if it's a great-grandparent, for instance. Mentally and energetically ask the spirit to show the medium something that would make them recognizable to those who knew the spirit better. A specific piece of jewelry, a hobby, etc. You'll be stunned by the frequent validations received via post-session discussions with spouses or phone calls with older family members. And I always find that really fascinating. In short, your energy really matters. You want to be engaged. You want to have belief and faith. This energy feels so completely opposite of someone who attends a session and is kind of hanging back, kind of has their arms crossed, has that prove it to me attitude. If you truly feel that the session needs to be proven to you, perhaps it's just not the right timing for you to necessarily have a session in that moment. Trust me when I say the energy flows so much better when we are engaged and we come with loving, faithful hearts to connect with those that we miss and love dearly. So again, your energy really does matter. Number 3, cool the brain chatter. So let's bring it all together. What's the best way to commit to the experience and become that good telephone connection? It's all literally in your head. Spirit communication happens at the theta brainwave level. This frequency is connected to creativity and intuition. And this frequency is at its strongest during meditation, prayer, and spiritual awareness. And I'm bringing this all up because your clarity of mind will boost the spirit signal to the medium. Can you set your analytical mind to the side for a moment, or do you identify unconditionally with your analytical thought process? To be analytical is to comfort the ego of your being. Everyone has an ego. That's not an insult. But the ego, or your analytical mind, can be very uncomfortable with the unknown, which is okay. We all seek to understand. But with spirit communication, like all of the paranormal, it's unexplainable. The ego will search and search for a material answer so it can understand and fit what it finds into the world that it knows. And in a spirit reading, this is unfortunately a damaging scenario. If you rip apart the delicate theta state and grind everything down into material, you're just going to end up with dust. So what can you do to counter this? Be comfortable with being uncomfortable. You don't need all the answers and hard explanations. If you're trying to fit spirit communication into the world you know better be filled with spirits already. Or you won't be creating the right space. So take a deep breath or two and let go. And again, trust, just for the time being. Have a positive attitude. Spirit communication happens at a higher frequency. If you're in a bad mood or are even just hesitant, you aren't meeting the spirits of loved ones at that higher level. Does that make sense? Anger and frustration are low vibrations. So is fear. Intention plus fear and nervousness is not a good combination to metaphysically conjure with. Medium sessions are never scary. Your medium is your guide and a very positive, light-filled beacon advocating for you. But to ensure that you have a successful reading, check in with yourself and make sure you're having a good day and you're in a good state of mind for your reading. So you can kind of understand as we're talking about how your energy and your frequencies and vibrations, high or low, can very well affect the reading that you're participating in. And as I said before, mediums are empathetic. They aren't just picking up on the spirit realm. They are connecting and blending with your energy as well. And when you're full of love and hope and faith and just really leaning into your reading, it can help energize your medium. It can make them just light up inside, becoming an even bigger spiritual beacon to call spirit closer. And when we are all connected in that way together, the energy is palpable and magical, and the connection just locks in, and the energy and emotion just flows. I know this was a lot of information to think about, but these were all just details to explain the why behind what I say next. You don't have to work hard to be a good connection. You already want a good session, so your soul is in the right place. Just come to your reading with an open heart, a quiet mind, and bring all the love you have for the person you want to connect with. It really comes down to that. Leave your doubts and fears and skepticism at home, because those energies are not the ones that are going to help you connect. Those lower energies are going to be disruptive. Soothe your analytical mind beforehand and let go. Let go to the flow and the faith of spirituality. This will all lead to the perfect welcoming scenario to have an amazing spirit session. And that's the session that you want and that you deserve. So please let me know if you have any questions or need clarification on any of these details. I absolutely love the topic of mediumship, and I love sharing it with others. If you're new to visiting the Spirit Parlor with me, or if you're new to the I Talk to Ghosts podcast, check out past episodes. I often share my medium readings directly on the show so you can see how I work. And you can also check out the experience of what it's like to be a sitter as well. Thank you so much for spending a few moments with me today. I hope you found this episode helpful and enlightening. Join me on Friday on this same channel for some ghost stories and also more demonstrations of my spirit work. And until then, take care.
If you enjoy stories of the paranormal and the unexplained, join me for They're Not Shadows. As I got out of the car, lightning lit up the sky. The trees making a jagged display through the rain. They're not shadows. It's a spooky good time.
Hello? Are you okay?
Fear Daily is a podcast that takes you into the shadows of the past, unearthing the 1990s most terrifying tales of monsters, madness, and life after death. Discovered on a forgotten bulletin board server somewhere in Pennsylvania's Rust Belt, these stories are an archive of humanity's strangest encounters with the unknown as told by the people who experienced them. Written by Brennan Storr, creator of the Ghost Story Guys, and hosted by Brandon Schecksnyder of Southern Gothic, Fear Daily is your window into the dark corners of our world. Follow Fear Daily today on your favorite podcatcher to receive new episodes Monday through Friday each and every week.